Hey, this is the Sugar Daddy with Sugar Daddy Scentworks. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I make my Yuletide cinnamon roll exfoliating body whip. So right here, I got all my ingredients measured out and pre-measured by the gram. By the gram, it's easier for me to do it by the gram. I've got a pot of water on the stove in the background with a double broiler setup, getting hot. But for right now, we're going to show you what I got. So I've got my shea butter. Oh, and these ingredients are lined up in order of what they need to go in. Shea butter, that's the base. Sunflower oil, just to add a little bit of, how do I say it, velvety texture. We got a little bit of stearic acid, arrowroot powder, and my fragrance blend right here. At the end, we're going to color it. Right before we whip it, we're going to color it. So while I let my water get ready, I'm going to show you how I stick it in the bowl and get it, prepared. Shea butter in the bowl. Now it's all solid because I keep it fresh and in the fridge. That's how I like to keep it. I use refined because unrefined has a brown color to it and a nutty smell, and I don't want that to affect anything about my product. Sunflower oil in. Now this is high oleic sunflower oil. Very hydrating, good for the skin. Soaks in fast. Did my research, trust me. Now, you want to get your stearic acid directly into the bowl. And don't be scared because it's called stearic acid, I promise you. It's like found in like the shea butter, cocoa butter, and things like that. It's actually very good for your skin. It adds a rich, firm, butter-like texture to the product so it's able to be aerated. You want to get that directly into the center of the bowl. And just because I got it on that chunk of shea butter, I'm going to flip it because I want it directly in the oil so it'll melt better. Now we wait for the water to get hot. And as we wait, I'm going to go pick out colors. This is my box of colors. Now, I've only used a few of these so far because I've just started. But I'm pretty sure I've got the color that's perfect for this. Where is it? Somewhere. This thing has so many colors, forgive me. Takes a minute to find it. Let me know in the future if you see a color you would like for me to use for a product. Stressing myself out here. What if I misplaced it? There we are. It was fucking hiding right next to the bronze. Excuse my language. I'm trying to work on my language in the future. But I think we're going to use a little bit. And a little bit of this. We're going to see how that works out, because this is just a personal one for me. I want to feel spoiled. Can't forget our little spoon. So, I know it's not simmering or boiling yet, but I'm going to go ahead and stick my pot on there, because some of my ingredients are cold and it makes everything else a little cold. So, while I do that, now, when you're melting this down, you will scorch it if you go anywhere above 165 degrees. Keep your heat on medium-low and let it gently melt. You want to grab a whisk or anything you got and just gently help it. You want to keep stirring this as to keep everything moving. Now, you're going to add your arrowroot powder after everything melts down a little. Well, after most of this melts down, so it makes it easier, I figured I should always also mention to also wear gloves whenever you're working with this stuff. It's not harmful, but it is hot and it can burn you. Be careful. Wear gloves. Now, I should also mention that if you add your fragrance oil in now, it will scorch. Wait to add your fragrance oil till you whip. We're also going to add our colorants in when we whip. But I'm going to show you a way that I like to bloom them. It's called blooming. So as this gets ready for me to add the arrowroot powder, I'm going to go get our whipping station ready. All right, and today we're going to have to hand whip because the baby's taking a nap right now and I refuse to wake him up. My wife will kill me. Now I can add my arrowroot powder in because everything's just about melted down anyway, and I want to speed along the process. And try to get every little bit we can out of there. Now we whisk. And I just got the heat on low now. Everything's all melted. Now I'm just making sure everything gets incorporated together correctly. Now that everything's all incorporated together and melted down, I'm going to transfer it to a bowl that's easier for me to whip in. So you got to be faster in this because it will solidify. It does take a little bit of time, but it is worth it to get every little drop out of there. So scrape your bowl. Don't be like me. I'm a daredevil. I also have no feeling in my fingertips. And get every little bit out of there. Now, don't add your fragrance or anything in till it's hardened and solidified almost like butter, okay? You want butter consistency, softened butter. Keep your spatula around. You're gonna need it later to scrape the sides of the bowl. Time to color. We got our tan. Oh, I gotta be fast. I'm running out of time. Oops. All right, we're gonna get a decent amount. So we're making a decent amount of this for ourselves. Here's our iridescent gold. We're just gonna get a little bit of that. Just like that. That's a decent amount, but okay. We're gonna go like that. Let's see. And ain't that gorgeous? Look at that. Gorgeous. Now, it won't shimmer once it's all whipped and stuff, thankfully. But I figured you guys would like a little light show. Can't lie, the most annoying part is waiting. So while we wait, I figured I'd say that you don't want to play with this until it gets solid, okay? And I suggest you don't add your fragrance till it gets solid too, all right? You could scorch it, ruin the consistency, all that. I also realized I'm gonna have to make a part 2 because I forgot to measure a few things, like my sugar, which is the most important thing, because this is an exfoliating whip. So tap in for part 2, like, comment, and share. We are a super small company. Please like, follow, and share. Every little interaction matters. Sugar Daddy Scentworks on Facebook. Soon coming to TikTok once I figure out how to make an alternate email account and, set all that up. Like, comment, share. Orders able to be placed and shipped. customs available.